these people I used to know, I wish I knew them now. Packing up our bags and heading off to different towns. I wish I'd said goodbye to you, though I didn't know this was it. All those things they told us then, I wish I'd listened. Third eye blind on the radio, humming along to a song. It feels like years since I've been here, but I know it hasn't been long. And now I can hardly breathe, your footsteps on my back, walking me home through the dark in case I go off track. All these people I used to know, I wish I knew them now. Packing up our bags and heading off to different towns. And though I knew you then, I don't quite know you now. From tearing up the house to tearing the whole thing down. I saw Joey just the other day, I don't know when I've seen him last. Talked about sweet memories and reminiscing about the past. Joey used to get in trouble back then, and at him the whole world would laugh. Well, now he's sitting in his big shot office, telling the whole world to kiss his ass. All these people I used to know, I wish I knew them now. Packing up our bags and heading off to different towns. These days seem to last forever, but I've heard how quickly they pass. So say a prayer for the ones we've lost and for the ones we've never had.
Down the street, a place where maybe you and I could eat. Talk about the things we need to talk about. What's bothering you, what's bothering me? Can't you tell? I haven't been doing that well. Sitting here and talking to my coffee cup. Hey man, what's down, what's up? Yeah, can you help me? Can you get me out of here? Yeah, you can be my witness.
I've drove around in limousines. I've been to every place that you could ever be, but I ain't seen nothing like you in those scenes. I've been safe and under attack. I've had to look out and watch over my back, but I ain't seen nothing like you down these tracks. I ain't seen nothing like you before. I run down these hallways and I've torn out these floors.
I've shut out the lights and I've locked up the door. I ain't seen nothing like you before. I've been first and I've been last. I've cleaned up the fallen shattered glass, but I ain't seen nothing like you down these paths. I've been low and I've been high. I felt alone and I felt like dying, but I ain't seen no one dry up all the crying. I ain't seen nothing like you before. I've run down these hallways and I've torn out these floors. I've shut out the light and I've locked up the door. I ain't seen nothing like you before. I've been lost and alone. You came in like a ringing telephone, so I closed my eyes and I walked the way back home. I've been knocked out on the mat. I've heard the count to 10, I didn't react, but I ain't seen no one get me off my back. I ain't seen nothing like you before. I've run down these hallways and I've torn out these floors. I've shut out the lights and I've locked up the door. I ain't seen nothing like you before. All this money's just paper, baby. All these bills are just the same. In the end, the only reason for this house is to keep dry from the rain. When all your problems are self-made, what you got to worry about? Dry your eyes, we've been spoiled rotten. It ain't hard to figure out. I've got a key to a pink motel. Let's get away from the speed. Let's get away from the sound. Baby, we can leave. We can leave right now. But I've got a key to a pink motel. You're measuring us up against everything and everyone around. There's a voice telling you to be perfect and it's bringing us down. Let yourself loose in my arms. You can trust my steady hand. Trust me, if we put love first, oh, nothing will be broken. Yeah, I've got a key to a pink motel. Let's get away from the speed. Let's get away from the sound. Baby, we can leave. We can leave right now. Yeah, I've got a key
I can't help if you want it more than love. I can't help you if this is not enough. Remember when we never needed anything at all. I'll still be here when all of this is gone. I'm so tired of proving you wrong. Remember when we never needed anything at all. You pin on me tonight. Don't wait for me to leave you, baby. Tell me I'm alive, but I care about you. I can't help if you want it more than love. I can't help you if this is not enough. Remember when we never needed anything at all. Baby, we can leave. We can leave right now. 'Cause I've got a key to a pink motel. Alright, let's move it up. Okay, so tilt this a little bit, you said? Alright. What is this? How many are we in? 12, 13. Oh, obviously, we're going to dedicate this to my cousin. Just got out of surgery. We're going to dedicate this whole show to him tonight. Thank you guys for coming out, being home, being quarantined, or whatever we are for the past 12 months. I understand that even virtually, it's very, very hard still to get off your ass. I'm one of you fellows sit on your asses for the past 1 year, so I understand even virtually it's hard to get up and go do things. So thank you for coming out, considering how easy it is not to come out. We're gonna try something. So I asked a lot of questions when I was 9 years old, and 9-year-old Evan, a lot of his questions have been answered here about 6 years later. But one that I still don't get, it was just a simple question. It had nothing to do, nothing deep, no roots. It was how one human being could dislike another human being based on something as simple as the color of their skin. I don't get it. Still here, what is it? I'm 16 years old. 7 years later, I don't get it whatsoever. And about, I think it was May or late April, I went on Instagram. That seems to be my newspaper for all the old people who used to read that. It seems to be where I get my news and where I understand and learn about things that are going on. And obviously you get your social justice warriors on Instagram who will post when something happens. And I saw the name of Ahmaud Arbery pop up a couple times. And I didn't, obviously that stuff always affected me, but I'd never really read it and looked up and saw what happened. So I pressed on the post. And that night, it was probably 11 o'clock, and I watched it 10 times straight. I'm not an emotional person, overly emotional. I sat there, and it was a cool cry. It was like a tear up. It wasn't one of those non-cool cries. And I was sitting there, and I don't know. I didn't like what I saw. And since then, that kind of started a movement. But then, about a month later, something far worse happened that we're seeing on the TV a lot now. It was the George Floyd incident. It seemed to be a summer of tragedies in the States. And the other day we had another one. And I don't get it. I don't get it too much. I don't want to get into it, but it does make me mad and upsets me. And it hit me. It hurt me so much that the next morning I came downstairs. First thing in the morning, it was 9 a.m. School wasn't happening because we were just gotten off. And I came down here and I put in 2 hours of an emotional songwriting session. And when I came home, I showed my dad. He seemed to get a little emotional from it. If you make someone tear up a little bit from a song, you have a good song. And this one was called "No Mother Should Have To" because I found a comment underneath the original post.
And it was just, I think I can quote it. It was said, someday this man's mother is going to have to see this video, ... How in the world is she supposed to watch this? And that was probably what kept me up all night. It was, you know, he was going for a run, and at that time I had just started going for a run, and not once have I ever thought that that could happen to me while going for a run. And that's when it really hit how lucky I am and how unlucky a large majority of the world is. I saw a quote. It said, "We're all human beings before race, politics, religion, and wealth divided us." It's always been my belief that our division is what makes us so great and so together, and that our differences is what makes us the same. And I hope that someday I live in a world that gets to see the same thing, and my future kids can see the same thing. This one's called "No Mother Should Have to." My son is a good man, raised by me and his mother, taught the things that we were taught by our fathers and mothers. We taught him how to take a punch, 'cause we knew he'd have to take a few. I never knew I'd have to teach him how to take a few of these too. By a nation that preaches freedom but doesn't know what it is. Your freedom that you can't live without costs my son the freedom to live. So won't you think about this while you sit on your throne of lies? No mother should have to see her baby die. How would you feel if I was you and you were I? So I beg of you, sir, though I know it'll fall on deaf ears, take away these weapons of war and let our children enjoy these years. Enjoy going out for a run without having to watch their backs. Going out past 9 o'clock without fear of being attacked. I know he isn't the first, and I know that he won't be the last. The things and people you continue to support make me sure of that. No mother should have to see her baby die. How would you feel if I were you and you were I? My son went out for a run one day, like he usually does. Was being followed by a man and his son in a pickup truck. Trying to avoid him, he turned around and he went the other way. Little while later they found him, they blew him away. So don't tell me you're sorry, I'm not in the mood anymore. Maybe someday you'll be the one that's crying on the floor, and you'll understand just what I'm begging for. No mother should have to see her baby die. How would you feel if I was you and you were I? Done with the harmonica for today, so put it down. What are we doing next? Oh, okay. This is a show of originals. There's a bunch of new ones we got today. I'm testing them out on all of you because I want to know if they're good or not. I do like these. I do like these a lot. I have to say, even I don't like to give myself credit, but I like these songs. And this song is called Back Then. I think I kind of stole the inspiration from Against Somehow by Danny Gochner, especially the chorus. It does sound like someone who, I guess that's every single one of my songs. It sounds like someone who's reminiscing about things they miss or things they want. And it's funny because one of the lyrics is, "We never came home the time we were supposed to. No one ever did." When I showed my dad that, I had just got home 15 minutes late. So I guess I was one of those kids too. And I guess I am one of those kids. So we don't have a name for this one yet. It's called, we're gonna call it Back Then for now. He picks the names because I'm not too good at that kind of stuff. But one of the best songs I've ever had. Oh my goodness, thank you, thanks. This one's called Back Then for now. You know what? If any of you are creative out there, maybe you can give me a name because I just don't have one at all. This one's called Back Then for now. I hope you guys like it. I'm gonna test my voice with the capo too. Is it on capo too? Yeah. You shiver and shake like a house on fire, but you never saw the light. You want to go back to the place you grew up and relive those Friday nights. But Ma doesn't cook like she used to. Your daddy sits in the same old chair. You open your door to your old bedroom, but that little boy isn't there. And you smile cause you think you're used to all of this. You didn't care much when you were moving out, but now you tend to reminisce. When Daddy used to work on the barbecue and make dinner for the neighborhood kids. You never came home at the time you were supposed to, but no one ever did. Now you play your guitar in the basement in the dark. The lights go out in the nighttime, but they never went out at the park. Used to get home from school, throw your bag in the front, get outside with the boys in the street. Used to stay out till late, till the streetlights came on and come in once they didn't eat. You'd hear your mama calling from across the yard that it was time to head on in. You'd go inside, get a night of rest, get up and do it again. And you smile cause you think you're used to all of this. You didn't care much when you were moving out, but now you tend to reminisce. When your daddy used to work on the barbecue and make dinner for the neighborhood kids. You never came home at the time you were supposed to, but no one ever did. Now you play your guitar in the basement in the dark. The lights go out in the nighttime, but they never went out at the park. Okay, we're gonna try something actually. Yeah, so you got the morning, I got midnight. You are patient, I'm always on time. What would I do without you? Yeah, you got sunshine, I got rain clouds. You got hope, I got my doubts. So what would I do without you? What would I do without you? And your daddy used to work on the barbecue and make dinner for the neighborhood kids. You never went out at the time you were supposed to, but no one ever did. 3. I hope you guys liked it. Yeah. This one, my dad wrote 1% of, what was that? Down the street, wasting my life away. He wrote, I don't know my own songs. He wrote 1% of that, but, or no, it was, what's my other song, man? What's the one you like? What If He Never Comes Home? He wrote 1% of that song by changing a lyric. He wrote 1% of this song by changing lyrics. Supposed to be, we drove 60 through the town, and his is driving 60 through the town. Thank you for that. My producer does everything. He's a jack of all trades when it comes to this music thing. So I think the good songs are usually the ones you hate at first. And this one, get up in the middle of the night, write it, and I wrote it. I was like, I don't think I like that too much. I don't think that's ever going to be anything. And I think I like this one better than anything I've ever written now. So I think it's a good song. One good thing you get from young artists like me and like Jake Thistle is that you get perspectives out of things we've never experienced. We don't know. We were 16 years old. I'm writing about this and that. I've never seen it or done it. I've only seen it on TV or from far away. And I think that's the best way of writing. I think you're blindly looking at a situation. This is how I would react to it. This is how I would feel with it. This is what this song is. This song's got, I think this song, my dad, he said, good song, very morbid lyrics. So I take that as a compliment because I think it's got to be a little bit like that. I write a lot of downers. I've written 2 songs, maybe 3, that are upbeat. So, hey, I'm gonna try my best. But this one's called Still Won't Say Goodbye. I think you might have typoed it to can't, but it still won't say goodbye. All right. Jane, this house, it ain't a home no more. I tore that son of a bitch down. I set a fire where the bathroom was and watched it burn into the ground. I set off a bunch of fireworks and watched them dance into the sky. I felt so in control of everything. I laid down and I cried. I lost my wife back in January. I watched my best friend disappear. I get home and turn the TV on and take on half a case of beer. I'd wake up in the afternoon and start the cycle all again. I don't plan on waking up tomorrow, but nothing ever goes as planned. But I keep on moving 'cause my heart don't stop. So I give up now and throw it all away. I just keep on moving on and fighting another day. I keep her picture by my bedside. I say my prayers and I cry. I still won't say goodbye. I've got a car in my garage. I ain't driven it in so long. Every time I hit the front seat, it just feels so wrong. I can still see her beside me, telling me to slow down, while she laughed and said she loved me. Driving 60 through the town. Thank you, Rusty. I like it too. So I give up now, throw it all away. I just keep on moving on and fighting another day. I keep your picture by my bedside. I say my prayers and I cry. I still won't say goodbye. Man, I miss David Bowie, and I miss Kurt Cobain. They always found a way to fix things, found a way to save my day. So I give up now and throw it all away. I just keep on moving on and fighting another day. I keep your picture by my bedside. I say my prayers and I cry, but I still won't say goodbye. Alright, I gotta fix something. 1 sec. Alright. Okay, it's very unprofessional, but you know, you gotta cheat a little bit. I always hate having the iPad in front of me, but I like to play songs that I don't play all the time. But this one, I promise, is not my fault. I just wrote this yesterday. Well, I wrote the end of it yesterday, and we were practicing, and I had no clue what I was singing. I tend to mess up my own songs more often than other people's. I don't listen to my songs. I try not to play them too much because I don't want to hear them. I wrote them. I know them. So that's awesome. Thank you. Your mom just commented. Thank you. Hey, thank you. I like this song. I think it's an alright song. But I must confess, I never paid attention much in school. And we had history. No, I know. My grades don't show it. But I had history class, and stupid, right? They sat me next to my best friend. And, me and Bubba is Thomas, for anyone who knows him. But we would just tell jokes. He'd make me laugh the whole class. But there was one part that I really paid attention to. It was the whole World War I part where apparently, teenagers would say, I want to go, but they had no clue what they were getting into. They thought it was an adventure, a story they were going to talk back on. But once they got there, the letters they wrote were basically saying, I don't think we're getting out of here. And then one letter said, they sent us here to die. That's pretty much what they, So once they got there, it was a completely different feeling. It wasn't an adventure. It was, holy crap, what did we get into? And obviously, I don't know much. Again, I'm 16 years old. I'm learning as I go, really. I'm reading, and that's my learning for the day. But I just never understood. I get there's stuff I don't even know. But I've been against violence my whole life, and I never thought that sending your own people into a war that you've gotten into was the right thing to do. I mean, I'm completely appreciative. Oh, I had to make this known because this is why I'm scared of playing it. This song is by no means a knock towards our military services. This is actually about them and for them. I don't know how they do what they do. And, that's why I write about it and don't do it. I try to write from their perspective. And this was from someone we learned about who would write his family and wife every day. He had a kid. And I just watched a video probably a couple days ago. And it was a man in a video, one of the World Wars, first two, and he said, tell my wife, that I love her, but and my kid that I've never seen that I love her, but I don't think I'm ever coming back home. I don't think I'm ever getting out of here. So what's this one called? Fighting in a War. This is from a young man's point of view who went into the war and had no clue what he was getting into, and he's seeing things now that he doesn't like at all. But I do like the beat. The beat's upbeat, but the lyrics aren't, again. So we'll try this one. Let's go on Fighting a War. I've been going on the run for 17 hours. Been looking as I pass and admiring all the flowers. But I don't think that I'm coming home. I'm hoping that it's soon.
I miss you every day. We've been down here now for 50 days and nothing else has changed. We're fighting in a war and causing nothing else but pain. But I'm looking for my man, I'm gonna blow him away, 'cause that's just what they told me. I'm fighting in a war that I don't understand. I got freedom in my pocket and a rifle in my hand. They say the chief peace, you gotta take over the land. I'm fighting in a war. I'm writing you this letter 'cause I really just don't know if we're ever getting out of here or ever going home. Man, I hope we're there for Christmas. I miss Mom and Dad. There's so much left to do. I really miss my daughter. She's turning 2 today. Haven't seen her in forever. I guess that's a price you pay. You're fighting in a war, your life every day. I'm fighting in a war that I don't understand. I got freedom in my pocket and a rifle in my hand. They say the chief peace, you gotta take over the land. I'm fighting in a war, man. General gives me orders, I follow what he says. Another kid's without a father, that's another brother dead. And I give you peace from murder, 'cause that's just what they said. I'm fighting in a rich man's war. I'm coming home from Easter, that's what the guys all said. They can't wait to see their families, but there's something that I read. I don't think we're getting out of here, at least not alive. So much for that flag man. Yeah, I'm fighting in a war that I don't understand. I got freedom in my pocket and a rifle in my hand. They say the chief peace, he gotta take over their land. I'm fighting in a war, man. Song of the Story with Jake Matheson is this Saturday, 8 p.m. You can get your tickets at www.danatix.com. Now listen to this for me.
You say you're tired.
Hey guys, Jake Matheson here, inviting you to my upcoming Songs and Stories show on April 17th. It's going to be the longest show I've played since the pandemic started, and I'm really excited about it because I get to go through some of my songs and tell you the stories behind them, some of the inspirations I had while writing them. It's just going to be a really fun night, and I hope you can join me.
So confusing in your eyes. There's nothing cut and dry. You like to settle down on the outside, but on the inside, you're too afraid to try. I'll give you a little hope.
All right. We're going to say another shout out, in case you missed it, to our cousin in a Whippy who just had surgery. When I stopped playing, sports really, and started playing this all the time, I needed competition. And the competition was to get whoever had walked by or whoever had just walked in off of whatever they were doing and paying attention to you. You have to have a little bit of self-centeredness to this. And when you're standing in front of everyone, you want all eyes on you, I guess. And I guess that's what I what I intended from the start. And so we started doing medleys because I'm one man and I have one guitar. I don't have a drummer or a bass player or a saxophone player, and I don't have the E Street Band behind me. But I'm trying my best to get everyone in the room to stop drinking whatever they're drinking or eating whatever they're eating, or at Canal Days, stop going to wherever they're going and to sit here and hang out with me for the next 5 minutes of the song. That's what I'm trying to do. And we started doing medleys and trying to get, songs that people knew. My first medleys were cool. For a 12-year-old kid, that was sick, okay? You had Rebel Rebel, you had Blitzkrieg Bop, you had all these songs that you're not supposed to do on the acoustic guitar. And I guess it's a little different tonight. But the medleys were the part that made the show for me. I wanted to be Springsteen without everything Springsteen had in the E Street Band. And so we started doing medleys, and even though at 12 years old I wasn't very good, people would stop and be like, did you just play Ziggy Stardust? Did you just play Rebel? And I was like, yeah, I did just play that. And that's how you got people in. And we stopped for some reason. We stopped doing much medleys, but I kind of want to get back to that. The end of the show tonight, and these are the last two songs. Well, there's a couple songs in this last song. But this is how we would really end off a lot of shows in the summer at Cabo Cantina, at Yanks. And this is how we used to end them off. So we got one more after this, but this is a little mashup I created like 2 weeks ago and added stuff within. They named that goddamn kiss-ass handle man vice president of human resources or something. He stood up and made a speech about how we would all have to work even harder now. I thought harder now, harder at what? I'll get anything to get up and walk out of here, but I'm stuck on the corner of sanity and madness. I'm looking them over, can't see a difference. We're making money out of paper, making paper out of trees. Yeah, we're making so much money we can hardly breathe. You ought to hear the shit that I get from my daughter. She said she can't stand the sight of the car I bought her. It's gonna ruin her life forever. Trying to ride a ragtop. Her and her mother spend my money pretty much non-stop. They're trying to break me for the sake of this neighborhood. They want everybody up and down the street to think we're doing good. We're stuck on the corner, sanity and madness. Looking them over, you can't see a difference. We're making money out of paper, making paper out of trees. Yeah, we're making so much money we can hardly even breathe. I didn't even want to study economics. My parents made me cause they said it would be practical. I can't make my kid do a goddamn thing I tell him to. That kid's an unrepentant radical. He is as unimpressed by all these plaques in my cubicle as I'm secretly impressed at his ability to look at everything so completely irresponsibly. I'm stuck on the corner, sanity and madness, oh yeah. Looking them over, oh yeah. Can't see a difference, oh yeah. Making money out of paper, making paper out of trees. Yeah, we're making so much money we can hardly even breathe. And now I gotta call that little pecker Mr. Handelman. I drove home from work as mad as I had ever been, and then I nearly jerked the kid out of a drive-through window. He said, would that be everything? I said, but what would you know? You're looking at a man about to buy his kid a rag tie. What are you buying? A bicycle, you little punk. I'm stuck on the corner, sanity and madness, oh yeah. Looking them over, oh, can't see a difference. We're making money out of paper, making paper out of trees. Man, we're making so much money we can hardly even breathe. Teddy sniffed the glue, he was 12 years old. He fell from the roof on Easter 9. Kathy was 11 when she pulled the plug on 36 of red and a bottle of wine. Yeah, Bobby got leukemia, 14 years old. He looked like 65 when he died. He was a friend of mine. Those are people who died. 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 They were all my friends, and they died. Yeah.
Yeah, Bobby took a drive out from the hotel room. Bobby hung himself from a 792. Well, Judy jumped in front of a subway train. Eddie got slit in the jugular vein. And Johnny, I miss you more than all the others. Yet damn, I salute you, brother. Those are people who died, died. Those are people who died, died. Those are people who died, died. Those are people who died. They were all my friends, and man, they just died. All right, let's play it a little bit. Well, now there she was just walking down the street singing do-wop-daddy-daddy-da-daddy-do, snapping her fingers and clapping to the beat singing do-wop-daddy-daddy-dum-daddy-do. She looked good, looked fine, looked good, looked fine, and I nearly lost my mind. Do-wop-daddy-daddy-da-daddy-do, 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 do-wop-daddy-daddy-da-daddy-do. My arm's starting to get a little tired. 1, 2. I got soul, but I'm not a soldier. 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 Let's take a little break. Well, if tomorrow never comes, I won't give a damn. If tomorrow never comes, I ain't gonna be afraid to come and meet you just the way that I am. You can't do anything, then you die. Judgmental, and what am I? I said any kind of heaven everybody doesn't get and won't feel like it's heaven to me. Yeah, they tell you that the Garden of Eden was perfect, but you couldn't even eat off the apple tree. And for heaven's sakes, you had to watch out for that snake lying to your woman constantly. Adam must have scratched his head, looked up and said, Lord, amen, this ain't doing it for me. If tomorrow never comes, I won't give a damn. If tomorrow never comes, I ain't gonna be afraid to come and meet you just the way that I am. You can't do anything you're dying to. If tomorrow never comes, tonight I'll have to do. I said, I don't ever claim to know what's going on around here. I don't even know where I'm from. I know where I'm going when I get to where I'm going, what I'm doing when I get done. They tell me I'm forgiven if I ask to be. I said permission ought to come that easily. I'm filing chords up underneath this apple tree. I'm singing, oh Lord, baby, have mercy on me. Tomorrow never comes, and tonight is all I got. If tomorrow never comes, I ain't gonna be afraid to meet my maker just the way that I'm not. If we were all good people, we could live in perfect rhythm. If worms had daggers, then birds wouldn't mess with them. Let's finish this thing up. All right, I'm gonna put this down. We're good? All right, we're gonna end with classic. That's what we do. All right, we're gonna end with a classic one. At least it's a classic here. So, we're gonna wish happy birthday to Bobby Mahoney, my friend, my guy. Yesterday, one of my music idols. I don't know I think if it wasn't for Bobby Mahoney, I probably wouldn't be writing songs, at least writing the type of songs I write. So, hey, we're gonna have to do another. Hey, hopefully not. We're not doing another year of virtual shows, but maybe we will be. Bobby Mahoney, his first album, I think his first album's not over here, but we have Outskirts and Delicate Fall from Grace signed up here. His first album is one of my favorite albums of all time. I still listen to it all the time. It's got so many great songs. Teenagers 2, Scoundrels, Deadbeat Summer, all these great songs. And I listen to it all the time. But our song, mine and my dad's summer song, our anthem, was Deadbeat Summer. And it's turned into the Rotellas song whenever we go see Bobby. And
And so now I've memorized every part of Deadbeat Summer because I'm figuring, I'm understanding there's a good chance that I'm going up and singing this with him. And the first time I went up and sang it with him, I don't know if you remember, I was like 10 at Yang's, and he wanted me to sing the stuck in a trance for the devil, that part by myself. And so I went and whispered in his ear, I have no clue what to sing. I don't know this part that well. And from there, I was nervous to see Bobby Mahoney every time, so I would listen to the song a lot. And by this song, whenever we drove around, Deadbeat was blasting through the car, and I used to end every show with this. I don't know why we don't anymore. I guess it was because it was winter, and it's Deadbeat Summer, and it doesn't match, I guess. It's a summer song. You don't play it in the winter. That would just be stupid. That's like playing baseball in the winter. But, yeah, we're going to start doing this again. And, hey, if we can, like, get out this summer, who knows? Maybe we won't. But this will definitely be a song that we end with. Yeah, kudos to the sound engineer. He's all right. He does all right. He puts in a lot of work into this. He's the one worrying about me all week. And, yeah, I don't think this would be... Well, I know this wouldn't be cool without him, because I don't know how to do this stuff, and it would be a pain in the ass to teach my mom. So, so this one's happy birthday, Bobby. I know it was yesterday, but screw it. Have a good day today, and thank you for coming again. Understand how easy it would be not to even just watch and just say you did, but thank you for coming out. It's been a year. Holy crap! I kind of figured this would be over in a couple weeks, but. Hey, I had a test the last day of school. I said, when are we getting it back? My teacher said, I don't think you'll be getting it back. He was right. Thank God. I don't think I did too well. So this one's called Deadbeat Summer. Here's to another year. 1, 2, 3.
Yeah, they don't care about me, don't give a damn about me, but I guess that's just as well, because we're dying alone, cast from a fool's throne, and I guess I felt alright. I just wanted to say good night to the senoritas, good night to the non-believers, and here's to another deadbeat summer. Now they started a war, no clue what they're fighting for. Bite the bullet and start the show. Well, then she'll mess me up and run off with some guy that will hit her and quit her after just one night. And good night to the senoritas, good night to the non-believers, and here's to another deadbeat summer. Good night to the sad and stoners and the fake ass wannabe indie rockers, and here's to another wasted night.
Oh, here we
go. Get me out of here with the cigarettes and the warm beer. Get me out of here and they're coming again every year. Get me out of here with the cigarettes and the warm beer. Get me out of here.
Bob, you gotta fix that. You gotta come out with a low-key version of it so I can...
Stuck in a trance with the devil and Molly dance around the pretty dress. I'm addicted to nicotine, television, and caffeine. High sex in their parents' beds. I just wanted to say good night to the senoritas, good night to the non-believers, and here's to another deadbeat summer. And good night to the sad and stoners, the fake ass wannabe indie rockers, and here's to another wasted night, another wasted night, another wasted night. Thank you all for coming out. We'll see you at the next show. I'm gonna go take a nap. Love you guys. We'll see you soon. Hopefully. We'll see
See you soon.
All these people I used to know, I wish I knew them now. Packing up our bags and heading off to different towns. I wish I'd said goodbye to you, though I didn't know this was it. All those things they told us then, I wish I'd listened.